Welcome back to episode 10 of I Drink and I Stack Things, the show that answers the age old question: have you really ever been as far as even described to use, even go want to do look more like? For the 10th episode, this is going to be a little different. It's going to focus more on the drinking than the stacking. As always, so far, this video is not sponsored by anyone, but I have one of my favorites from Boulevard here. As you can see, it's a double barrel aged proper pour in a cask. It tastes lovely. It's very strong. I believe, where is the alcohol by volume? 12.5%. Yeah, you definitely feel that. But this tends to be the case with darker beers of this nature. Now, you've probably noticed that I don't have a lot of light beers. I do like a good lager every now and then, especially on a warm day. Pilsner is also good. But there is one kind of beer that you will not ever see on this show because it is one that I don't drink. But it's also a story about a dog. This is Buddy. Now, sadly, Buddy is not with us anymore. But he was the goodest of boys and he lived a long, happy life. Everyone thinks that their dog is the best dog in the world. Just so happens that everyone is right. A long, long time ago, I rented a room from a nice lady in a big old house on top of a hill. And I was basically treated like family there. Now, Buddy was the landlady's dog first and foremost, but Buddy was also the family dog, complete with all the privileges and responsibilities that role entails. And when Buddy was about 4 years old, I think, he started getting dry skin, and he would scratch and bite at the itchy spots until they started to bleed. Now, we did put him in the cone of shame for a while, but we also got these anti-itch wipes from the pet store. Here's an example of what they look like. I don't remember exactly what brand we had, but they're not sponsoring me either, so. Anyway, the way they work is you rub them on the spot where the dog or cat is biting, and it's supposed to be soothing. It's got aloe in it or whatever chemicals make them feel good. It also has a bittering agent to discourage them from biting that area anymore. Anyway, one afternoon, I saw that Buddy had started biting himself raw and bloody. So I called him over, and I got the wipes. Now, after a while, Buddy understood that the wipes were good for him, so he didn't really put up a fight and was rather welcoming of the relief, and learned over time not to bite there because of the bitter taste. I cleaned up the wound, and I threw the wipe away, didn't think much about it. After a little while, I went into the kitchen to make myself a sandwich. Nothing too complicated, just meat and cheese. However, there was one thing I forgot to do at that time, which one should generally do anyway, but especially in a case like this. Yeah, I forgot to wash my hands. Little did I know that as I was handling the bread and adding the ingredients, I was also covering them with a light coating of soothing aloe plus a strong bittering agent that had built up on my hands from using the wipe on the dog. As I bit into the sandwich, I realized what I had done. Now, my landlady in the other room noticed the disgusted expression and asked if the bread had gone bad. I told her that it hadn't, but that I forgot to wash my hands after cleaning up Buddy. And then she asked me how it tasted. Well, and I told her. It tastes just like an IPA. She got a good laugh out of that because she rather likes IPA, or at least doesn't have the strong disdain for them that I have cultivated over the years. All I taste is the overwhelming bitterness. People talk about notes of citrus or whatever subtleties they're picking up on. Completely lost on me. It's just overwhelmingly bitterness. Now, if you happen to like IPAs, that's fine. Everyone's taste is different, and I respect everyone's right to drink what they like. But it does mean that I won't be featuring any IPAs on this channel in the near future, since I actually drink all the libations featured in these videos. But I will try to come up with a bigger variety over time and not always have the super dark, super strong ones. But I will try to incorporate more moderate beers as I go along, especially those that are affordable, so that you can save more money for stacking silver and stacking gold. Anyway, that's about all I have for you. If you like this video, click the like button. If you want to keep following me and get alerts to when I make more of these videos, you can click the subscribe button. Anyway, getting close to 100 subscribers, so I'm going to keep cranking out videos as I come up with ideas. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and finish my beer. Have a good night, everyone. I will leave you with a little video here of Buddy dreaming.